Are you going through intrusive thoughts, intrusive feelings right now that are taking you down a spiral of stress and anxiety? If you answered yes, I'm going to share today how I quickly eliminated these unwanted, intrusive guests. Let's go. My friends, welcome to another important video on my channel where we're going to discuss not only intrusive thoughts, intrusive ideas, but intrusive feelings. I bet you never considered that you have intrusive feelings as well. Let us dive deep into this. Before we do, make sure to subscribe to this channel as well. If you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click right here. And so, my friends, I'm going to share with you today an occurrence that happened within me that allowed me to move myself away, and this is key, move myself away from thinking that the intrusive idea and the intrusive feeling were real. And what I mean by it being real was it was going to happen. Often as we go about the day, we've got a pretty emotionally neutral state. We feel abundant. We're doing the mental, emotional, the spiritual work, and then all of a sudden we are caught up in an idea because maybe our blood sugar levels are low, maybe we are tiring ourselves out, maybe these things are happening and an intrusive idea shows up, and all of a sudden we feel like we have to follow in the footsteps of that intrusive idea. And that intrusive idea soon enough turns into an intrusive feeling, and it goes back and forth. And so we get caught up in the web of these intrusive ideas and feelings because we are acting and behaving and speaking and consciously thinking in line with these intrusive guests. Now, these intrusive ideas and feelings are like unwanted guests at a party, right? You're having a great party and the vibe is pretty nice, it's pleasant, and things are flowing nicely, right? And all of a sudden, there's a guest at the door, and you're going, who is this guest? And this guest is dressed informally. This guest is really rude. This guest smells, and everything about this guest doesn't fit with the vibe of the party, right? And instead of keeping the guest outside, we allow the guest to come into the party, and we allow the guest to invite other guests that are aligned with that vibration. Next thing you know, the whole feeling of the party, the whole environment changes from what it used to be, a place of ease, positivity, and flow, to a place of competition, a place of fear, a place of irritability, anger, sadness. And this is kind of how it works. Now, what was the game changer for me? This was the game changer, and I need you to fully understand this. The game changer was my associations towards my initial ideas and feelings were that they were the opposite of what was true. They were false. Now think about it for a second. When you get an intrusive idea or a feeling, you tend to, right now, because you're caught up in the umbrella of anxiety, you start to perceive those things as being real and the truth. And so you start to give focus, attention, action, words that accompany these intrusive ideas and feelings. However, the game changer is this. Any intrusive idea, any intrusive feeling that you get is the opposite of what is really true. That's a more than anxiety moment right there if you can grasp it. Now, you may not be able to grasp this concept initially because there has been a pattern in your life. There have been mental and emotional patterns and habits that have given a lot of emphasis and truth to an intrusive idea, an intrusive feeling. But now what are we saying? If you get an intrusive idea, it is the opposite of what is true. If you get an intrusive feeling, it is the opposite of what is true. Let me explain. Let's say you get a symptom of anxiety, and for a lot of health anxiety sufferers, this can create a spiral of fear. So you have a symptom of anxiety, and the intrusive thought is that something physical could be wrong or go wrong in your internal world. The answer to that is no, no. My anxiety symptom is not a physical problem. So you get the intrusive idea and you say, no, that's not true. So what must be true is the opposite of this intrusive idea, which is the fact that I am physically healthy. You see how this works? And when you start to make connections like this, right, where does your attention start to move towards? The catastrophic possibility or the actual truth behind things, right? Let's give another example here. People don't like me when I speak up, right? People don't like me when I speak up. There's the intrusive idea. Oh, because it's intrusive, it's false. No, people respect me when I speak up, and people learn from me when I speak up. You see, another example where the intrusive idea or the feeling is false. And what is the opposite of that intrusiveness is true. What about in another example here? Something is gonna go wrong at work today. All this generalized anxiety and catastrophic thinking. Something's gonna go wrong at work today. Okay, that's coming from an intrusive place. So, no, something is gonna go right today, right? Something's gonna go right today. Now, this is so powerful, my friends, but it demands a certain degree of awareness and consciousness as you go about the day. Because if you live your life unconsciously, you're going to fall for those continuous and repetitive patterns from the past. And if you continue to fall for those, then you're going to continue living your life in a vibration of fear. Right? We don't want that. We want to move away from fear. We want to get to a place of neutrality, followed by a place of fearlessness, love, and oneness. That's our goal here with anxiety, right? So, my associations towards my initial thoughts and feelings were that they were the opposite of true. They were the opposite of true. Now, I need you to really dial in on this, because at the beginning stages, it's very difficult to reverse this from a mental standpoint. So I need you to carry around a journal, jot down the intrusive idea, and understand how false that is and what a lie it really is, trying to bring you back into a world of familiarity and protection, right? Because that's all it's trying to do, and move yourself through that journal to what's actually true. Okay? Every single time you catch an intrusive idea or an intrusive thought. Now you may be saying, well, Dennis, do I have to do this forever? No. You notice how automatic your anxiety has become? How automatic your irrational fears have become? Well, because you have created an automaticness and unconsciousness around this realm of thinking, feeling, and being, you can become as automatic in a positive way as you've become in a negative way. So as you do this for a couple days, a couple weeks, what's going to happen is you're going to start reverting your attention to the truth rather than continue to fall for the lie, right? Does that make sense? This is very, very powerful. And once again, intrusive idea, intrusive thought, intrusive feeling shows up. Oh, okay. I hear you. However, what's the opposite of this? This. And that is what's true for me and my future. That's how I got rid of intrusive thoughts, intrusive ideas, intrusive feelings very, very quickly, my friends. And what I want you to do is comment below and share with me the biggest more than anxiety moment from this video for you. Because here we are, moving towards our authenticity, our authentic selves, and understanding that anxiety no longer has to be a leading role in our lives. It no longer has to lead us. It no longer has to guide us. We no longer have to fall for the elements in mind and body when it comes to anxiety. And that's why I'm here. I'm your cheerleader, my friends, and together we are going to become more than anxiety. I love you so very much. Please share this video with someone out there who needs it. Let's begin changing the way that they think about themselves and their future and their lives starting today. And if you want to learn more about any of my anxiety recovery programs, click right here. I'll see you in the next video.